Hi guys, and welcome to, as usual, another kit review. And today we're doing something a little bit different. Today we're having a look at a kit that I've only just picked up. It is, as you can see, the Dark Knight Rises Catwoman with Bat Pod. This is 1/18 scale. It has been put out by Mobius Models, and the kit number is 0938. As I said, it's in 1/18 scale. All right, so something a little bit different for me to play around with. Dark Knight Rises movie came out in 2012, and the Catwoman was played by Anne Hathaway. All right, so this came out in 2013, and this cost me, I hate to say it, between, well, okay, $15 Australian, okay? Nothing at all, plus postage. This particular kit still retails in Australia around about $60 Australian, okay? Fairly new, as you can see. High quality cast resin figure, so the figure is resin. The actual bat pod itself is your usual injected molded, okay? All good, all right? The reason why I got this cheap is because I got it off your usual auction site, and it's had a label on one side and it's been torn off, which has ruined the value of the whole kit, I guess. Anyway, I picked it up fairly cheap. It was sealed still, factory seal. I've had a look inside, but I haven't actually touched it, so let's have a look at the box. Same again, skill level 3, ages 15 and up. All right, on the other side, exactly the same. On the back, you've got what the model will actually look like. Okay, so bat pod, Catwoman, as it says here, movie accurate 1/18 scale replica, PVC plastic, in other words vinyl tires, super detailed precision tooled chassis and engine, so we'll see about that one, and movie accurate Catwoman figure. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It shouldn't be a hard build at all. Fairly basic painting. The whole vehicle, as far as I understand and remember, was in matte black with silver or gunmetal parts on it, and that's about it. Catwoman's wearing a leather vinyl suit. Pretty easy build. Okay, so that's what I bought. Let's have a look inside. So as I said, I did open this to make sure everything was there, but I actually haven't opened the sprues. So you've got one bag with the resin figure and the tires. Next bag has a couple of loose parts in it I can see rolling around, but all the main sprues for the bat pod and the instructions. All right, and that's it. Not much to this kit, so let's get rid of all this stuff and we'll have a look at the instructions in a second. Okay, so let's have a look at the instructions. Fairly simple, straightforward. Usual warnings on the front. You know, apply glue to the inside surfaces, etc., etc. Use a sharp hobby knife to cut them off. Nothing exciting there. And this is a fold-out instructions, and it immediately begins with building the engine halves and the frame. Fairly straightforward. It tells you what they are, but there are no color call-outs as you go, so that's something you're going to have to keep an eye on. Okay, left side brace, right side brace are basically shock absorbers and engine bracing and stuff like that. It does explain it in fairly complex assembly instructions, so if you're not sure about the pictures, just read this carefully, and I suggest reading, as usual, twice before you stick things together. And there we go, just carry on with building the chassis and the engine together. Then we go on to the wheels. So here you'd want to have a look at that assembly. You may want to do some sanding or detailing on the actual tires. We'll have a look at those shortly. It will need certain painting in places. So check your painting references. Okay, front forks, fairly simple. This is rear wheel assembly, step 3. Okay, then we go on to the other wheel, and again, check your painting references, see how everything goes together, and read the instructions. And that's it, guys. Engine, frame, front and back wheels. Okay, fairly simple, 4 steps. This is built. Right, so this is one of those, well, I wouldn't say throw it together in a weekend, but it's definitely going to be one of those easy build kits, I think. So in a second we'll have a look at the sprues and see how that comes out. And next is handlebars. Now with this kit, you can't put the handlebars on the bat pod unless you're going to show the bat pod by itself, in which case go for it, because the figure is actually holding. Okay, it's actually holding the handlebars, throttle, etc. So yeah, you're going to have to wait till you've built the figure, painted the figure completely, and then the figure goes on to the actual bat pod. Okay, so fairly simple. The figure itself is literally 6 parts. All right, 7 at the most, I think, but there's absolutely nothing to this figure. All right, and it is resin, so that will be a different glue to what you stick the bat pod together with. And on the back, suggested paint colors. So basically you're looking at black and silver. Okay, it does give you basic color callouts, but I do your internet references, check your movies and stuff like this, because I'm pretty sure this section up here wasn't silver. I think it was gunmetal or something, but I'll have to check that. The most complex part, of course, will be painting the figure, but even here they're just using basic painting outlines for the figure. So if this is a 1/18 scale figure, I think you'd probably want to put a little bit more effort into actually painting her up. Okay, and that's it. Painting tips. Okay, it does say it was flat black, but subtle weathering. So it does mention how to subtly weather the bat pod to look like it's been used. And just an ad for Batman at 1/25th scale. 1/25th scale bat pod plus 2 Batman figures. Okay, that's your instructions. Alright, so in a second we'll actually have a look at the very limited sprues in this kit. So let's have a look at the figure to start with. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Fairly straightforward. Really nice detail though. Okay, and I don't know if you can see, each one of these is keyed, so you cannot make a mistake putting, for instance, the right leg on the left. You can only go on the right side, and the arms are exactly the same. They are also keyed, and remember that this figure is actually prone. They will lean forward like that. All right, so let's have a look at the detail. Body wise, really nicely done. Okay, really nice detail. So that is a really nice crisp resin, no flash, no worries. The face, there you go, that will come up really nicely. So I would spend a fair bit of time getting the face nice, and also the hair. Okay, put a bit of body into that hair rather than just a plain brown that they suggest. But the detail on the face, and especially, I don't know, I'll give you a close-ups anyway of the goggles and where there's supposed to be a blue light. Really nice. Okay, so that is the figure. let's have a look at the tyres. There's the tyres front and back, plain sides, but a really nice tread pattern. I would probably rough up the tread pattern a bit of weathering, make it look like they've actually been driving on the road, but they are really strong, thick and solid, so they'll hold up this bond quite easily. Okay, so that's the figure, that's the tyres. Let's have a look at the sprues. First off, your wheels, okay, and your what they call handlebars, which is basically your grips and your levers for the brakes, accelerator, sorry, throttle, guys, I should know, I rode bikes. Okay, really nice frame details, very crisp, really sharp, and there's no flash on this. Very good quality, nice looking spring right there. Okay, this is, let's see if I can get it focused for you. Come on, focus. There you go. That's just a nameplate for Mobius Models. As you can see, DC Comics, trademark 12. This is dated 30th of July 2012, American style, month first, then the day. Okay, and that is really nice. Great detail, very sharp, and no flash, just a few molding pips and things like that to clean up. Won't be very hard. So that's the main sprue. Next comes the second sprue. Again, this is just the machine guns on the front here. So a lot of this will be painted up once it's completed. Handlebars, okay. That looks like the seat. That'd be very uncomfortable. But literally, once this is built, painted up, this will look quite nice. There's a lot of really nice detail. Okay, really nice detail. So naturally enough, being a licensed DC kit, all right, and from Mobius, they put the effort in to make sure that this is correct to the actual movie Bat Pod. All right, and the last one is a little one, just frame, okay, and basic side stand it looks like, and parts. So there were a couple of little tiny loose parts in this kit, but just little tiny ones, so something's come off there. I've kept those in the bag so I don't lose them, but apart from that, that's it, guys. There's 1, 2, 3 sprues, tyres, and Hathaway, and that's it. That's all there is to this kit. It is a little kit as far as parts are concerned, but scale wise 1/18. Okay, so I think this will be a really nice kit. All right, and that's it. That brings us to the end of this particular review. That is Mobius Model's Catwoman with the Bat Pod from the Dark Knight Rises movie. Okay, 1/18 scale. Came out in 2013. cost me next to nothing. If you can pick one of these up cheap like I did, definitely worth it. All right, okay. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And until next time, I'll see you later.